Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Manny Suares Jiu-Jitsu. I'm Jimmy Smith, my instructor Manny Suares. This is our fellow black belt, Matt. He's going to be our grappling dummy today. What we're going to go over is the Aleksei Oleinik versus Derrick Lewis scarf hold choke. Now, first thing I'm going to show, lay down, Matt. Scarf hold position or head and arm position in wrestling can be really tough to use in Jiu-Jitsu and MMA, and here's why. I have the arm and I have the head, okay? My control's decent, but I'm not controlling his whole body. He has his arm free, and as soon as I try to get some ground and pound or elbow here, A, I can't get a lot of space. And B, if I lose his head and he bumps, he's got my back, right? It's a very dangerous position to use. And also, I really only have the head, the neck, and the arm to control. So a lot of submissions, I only have two options. So what Oleinik tried to do was grab the head and crank up and pull and use this kind of strangle choke. The problem is, you can see, Matt's bigger than me. It takes a big size advantage to make this work. And the problem is, Aleksei Oleinik, not bigger than Derrick Lewis, so he's straining and couldn't get it, and what happens? The arms burn out. All Derrick Lewis had to do was bridge to create space. Matt went bridge, and he could breathe, and that's what he kept doing. He kept pulling him back, but every time he bridged, he could breathe again, right? So, Manny's gonna show us some techniques that are a little more efficient that I think Aleksei Oleinik should have gone to. Manny, go ahead.
Usually you do like this, all right, when you get this situation. Lock, and got the lock here. You guys see, if this arm is the same line as his shoulder, I cannot have much, anything at all. But now, I'm gonna move my hips forward, and now I put my arm under his elbow. Now I start to crank, and also move his arm up. It's kind of like a reverse Americana kind of. He felt like really shoulder put it back. Matt, you can tell us how you feel. Oh, this is a good way to tap, you know? Another thing, like, I have a really good shoulder pressure. I come here and lock. I can start putting my shoulder and bring up. What do you feel here? Bang. All right. The another one, this is like something like a judo guys like to do a lot. It's kind of like hold here, put my hands on my thigh, bring the arm down, and step over, lock, and start moving my hips forward. There's a few things you can do in this situation, all right? And one thing, all right, you have to order here, now like just as Jimmy said, we teach this a lot in self-defense because this happens a lot on the street. For people like that doesn't know how to fight, you come over here. So what we teach here, the pass on the bottom going sideways right away, and now he only release the pressure. If I try punch him, he has one hand behind my back. This one I try to do this because for punch I have to lift my arm, he's gonna block. Now he can use this arm to reverse. No? So I calculated. Just bring this arm back. Okay. Just like this. Oh. Now I'm the one in trouble. So this one thing you have to worry about it, and the few things you can do when you are in this situation. Jim, you want to add something?
Be careful with head and arm position. Some great fighters who did it. Hayato Sakurai, old Japanese fighter, he would throw a head and arm all the time. It would always slip out and he would end up in trouble. We saw the last time Paige Van Zandt fought against Ribas. Same deal. Head and arm position. She ended up losing that position. She ended up getting an arm bar afterward, but it's a hard position to keep in Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. Be careful. And when you're in that position, be efficient. If you end up losing more energy than your opponent, you're going to lose late. That's exactly what happened to Aleksei Oleinik. Come by, Manny Suares Jiu-Jitsu, Delray Beach, Florida. Train with us anytime.
Us.